Joined now by Limerick manager Ray Dempsey. Ray, your thoughts on that draw with Meath?
Look, I'm just delighted. The lads give a huge performance out there and battled from the start to the finish. And look, that's all we're asking from any Limerick footballer. And it's credit to them. Maybe could have gone on and won that game, but look, there's learnings, and we'll go away and work on them again. And that's what the second division is doing. It's exposing us to a level of football that's, in one way, that's the positive out of the whole thing. I know the results have been a bit negative, but look, I suppose you have to be exposed to it before you can really go and master it.
What's the difference from last week? Obviously, it's a tough one to take for anyone involved in the team, to lose by that amount. But obviously, things worked during the week to create a performance like that today.
Yeah, look, last week was embarrassing, I suppose, but I think we might have been, we put a lot of effort into the Loud game, and maybe if we had the break after the Loud game to regroup, it'd probably help. A week is a short time to regroup when you go and playing the quality that Cork have up front, so I say that's probably the difference. We really target today's game again, and the lads have got their focus, I suppose, back, and last week was probably a tonic to drive on and represent the county with great heart and guts.
We had a number of different scores today. The accuracy in front of goal was up a fair percentage as well. You must be delighted with that.
I'm delighted. Look, there's a lot of good players there in that Limerick panel. It's just belief and stuff like that maybe, and getting your feet under you at a high intensity level, with good traditional counties always competing there in the second division, and us coming up against good traditional counties is what I meant to say. And it's exposure to a high level of football and how well we learn from it, but it's going to stand these players good in their careers going forward.
A few games left in the league. What are you hoping to gain from those games?
Look, we're only going to Kildare, another first division team last year. Huge experience gathered from playing in the first division, and seeing them myself up in Leitrim last year against Meath. So they look at they're a quality team, but we're going to compete. We're going to work as hard as we can and look for a performance individually out of ourselves. That'll bring the group nice and tight, and we'll see where that'll bring us on the day.
An update on Ian? He seemed to limp off there in the second half.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe a tight hamstring or whatever. But Ian, but the great thing when one of the best leaders in the group had to step away from the battle, other men stepped up and got on the ball and made things happen. And it's a great sign for individuals that know-how and willingness to go and get on the ball and make things happen for their county.
You mentioned other fellas there. You had 3 scorers off the bench. Must be pleased with the impact coming off.
Yeah, look, at the modern day is all about probably 20 footballers, and then the extended panel, you can play 20 on any given day or whatever, but there's 26 there talk today that are all pushing to get in there, and we've another 10 outside that's working hard on Tuesday and Thursday and fighting for positions as well. So look, I suppose competition drives it on, and just try and get them performances again going forward in the last 2 remaining league games.